All right, I'm getting into some conspiracies here. Uh, there's this rumor going around. Greece's going to default. Greece is going to default on March 23rd, Friday. Midnight. And it's too easy because it's all over the internet and all this stuff like that. But I don't know. It could be, but it might be actually later on. Who knows? In April, this whole thing could be a fake out because I don't know how these rumors start and all this other garbage, but it does make sense because actually they are in default. They forced this debt swap on people and they got holdouts. They're going to freaking screw them over. They're not going to pay them. And, but guess they'll have enough money because they reduced their debt. But something else is going to come up because it might not be Greece. It might be Portugal. They're going to do the same type of thing. But hey, 23rd, right? It's a Friday. I don't know. I don't like get into this stuff too much because I've seen too many people freak out about too much BS. It's ridiculous, but there is truth to things like this. I'm not knocking it that much. 25th of March, it's the Independence Day in Greece. What a perfect day to default, huh? The Illuminati did it to them, right? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to point out again about this gold thing. I don't care. This one time I'm thinking these stupid technicals might be real. They can be. They can be a bunch of BS because you could take statistics and you could lie 50 billion different ways in it with it, and you could do the technicals that way. That's why it's not good to have. I'm not going to ignore these things because I think they do work, especially the fib. Well, a lot of them work, I think, but you got to take it in concert with other things. But yeah, I was saying the fib point would be about 1466 from the low here, down here at the bottom, like whatever this thing was, 7 something, to the high of like 1921. The fib point would be a little bit below 1500, and that's right in this level here. This was a step, and it would be a little lower than these lows. There's a low here, and there's a little lower low. Now, if I'm way off on this junk, because it's really hard, to figure out something on a day-to-day basis, and I don't know if Mark Farber's right, but I'm not necessarily going by him too much now. He's been giving me confidence, though. I can tell you that right now. He's giving me confidence in thinking this way. Because, like I said, the whole thing I was expecting all along here, that's why this stuff was going up. The manufacturing index was going up. Blah, all this junk, right? During this time, gold was going up. A lot of things are going up. Looks like the economic recovery is kind of coming okay. But they were thinking about QE. I swear, I know I repeated it 20 times already, but Bernanke opened up his mouth. You don't want to call him a devil. What is he going to do? I'm telling you right now, this whole rise in gold right here was because of QE. It wasn't because the metal got rare. It was because of QE. It was because of QE. And it's the best way to tell is with gold because, with silver you could say, well, they got a shortage, and with platinum they got a shortage. They got a worse shortage with platinum than they got with silver, and then they got a thing that got hammered. That's telling me there's something going on with industry too. There's something ain't right here. We're in an economic crisis still. They're gonna nail it with QE again. Now, if he announces QE right here, I would not be afraid to go long. And I don't think he is because he just said no, right? So, and this is John Birch Society. I don't know if you know what the hell this is. I read about the guy that formed this thing. It's like an ultra-conservative group. They're like whatever. The guy was Robert Welch. He was a candy manufacturer, and he was a child prodigy, and he started reading all this stuff. He's very smart. So he found like there's people plotting, to push for a world government, So he found this out to awaken people and all this type of stuff like that. That people on our side were pushing communism and all this type of stuff like this because it was all about pushing everything into one world government. So he called it a conspiracy, which it is, but the way he was freaking out about it, he turned off 8 million people from it anyway. But it's pretty interesting. He says, this is really, it kind of at least gives you a little more responsible article as to how this rumor started. Writer Bruner Waterfields claimed that Germany had drawn up plans to deal with the inevitable Greek default, and I think it is inevitable, was published in the British newspaper The Telegraph. That's not a great paper, but there's something to this. I don't know about this March 23rd, but there's something to this. A little after 8 p.m. Saturday night. Within hours, his claim was confirmed separately by blogger John Ward with times, dates. I don't know how this blogger confirms something, you know. But the whole premise behind this thing, it's decent. It's decent. The timetable is pushing events inexorably forward. Greece must receive the next round of financing in order to pay debt service of $20 billion on March 20th. Right now the news is like looking, oh yeah, everything's great. I don't think so, because like I said, they are in default. They screwed the investors. They screwed the bondholders. They chopped all this money off. If you have a loan to somebody for like, I don't know, $100,000, and they decide, well, I'm going to give you this other loan for, $60,000. What did they do? They defaulted. So I think that's something else. So it's like they actually did do this. They actually did default, and they're not saying it. They're making it like it's something else. And I think they're just drawing suckers into the market right now. Which makes me thinking about selling oil too. Almost did today. Almost did. That damn thing's up. It's going bye-bye. Because I'm staying really more and more in cash, and I'm not trusting something here big time. You could say, I don't know, I could be, I'm trying to say something before it happens too, because I'm being honest. And I don't think well, you know what? When gold was going up here, all the gold bugs were predicting gold was going to be at least up here by the end of the year, or more. Easy. Every single one of them. And you're looking at this curve. And you know who was telling me to sell? Mark. Well, he didn't say to sell because he says he wasn't sure. And he's not sure right now either. It's not God. But this whole thing is making sense, and it does make sense technically. You skip all this junk, put this like this. Why the hell would I sell that? That's why. It's not revealed till afterwards. And there's a couple things on this I don't like. I might be looking really stupid here, but I don't like this. And it just started becoming clear to me when it did this. I know a double top formation and all this shit, but this damn Greece, they ain't got the money for this damn thing. They're screwing everybody. That's what's going on. So, hey, it's my advice. Stay the hell out of the markets. I don't want to short it though, because I don't feel that super sure about it. It'd be nice. I like to nail it with triple short all the way on every damn thing, but I don't know. It could actually. Now, if gold goes over this top again, then I nailed it wrong for sure, I think, because then, I could see silver doing something wacky because they could move that metal around pretty good. But if gold goes over this high over here again, without any QE announcement or anything like that, I'd be very surprised. So, but that's my signal. Either there's going to be default, it's going to crash, then he's going to do QE, or he's going to have to do QE in here someplace. He's not doing it yet. He just said no. So, I don't know. And I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to tell you something beforehand. So just watch these electronic markets big time.